really what's making me kind of like reflective, what's that called when you're thinking about the past positively?
I think it's reflective thinking.
Nostalgic.
Okay, yeah.
I'm nostalgic because Nerdorina is coming up on its 1-year anniversary.
It is. It's gonna be a whole year old.
An entire year.
Like, coming up on our anniversary. It's coming up in November, I think we figured out. Coming up on our...
flash across if that's wrong, but I think November's right.
I feel like that's what we decided, but I don't really remember. But, like, having that be, like, through this whole COVID situation, I feel like, to me, it's just, like, so much more monumental than it would have been without it.
Yeah, and, the idea that we've had to adapt, because for several months since being where we are, we've had to do a lot of, like, almost shelter in place, more or less.
Yeah.
And so with that in mind, we had to adapt.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've been with us for a while, you know that we're both of us sitting in one place talking about something, and you can't do that if you're separated.
Yeah, bouncing off of each other, and it was very different, kind of adapting to that.
Yeah, and we've had a couple episodes where we did record remotely. I think we have 2, maybe more. I can't quite remember. We did a Cyberpunk update and a Assassin's Creed VALHALLA update. And
some gaming videos.
That's right, yeah, and we've done some gaming videos. And so just the idea that we've had to adapt and we've been able to keep up with it, some semblance of a schedule, and I'm just really proud of us because for a while we only had budget-friendly games as a gaming element.
Yeah.
And now that we've added in like streaming highlights from Jackie's streams and we started to do a little bit more, we've started to grow and kind of see what we like to do.
Like, since we've actually broken into it, I've been turned into, like, this is a really cool element to add to the channel.
Yeah, right. And it's really easy because I remember in the beginning we talked about it, and there's a lot of gamers out there. There's a lot of content. If you're someone looking for watching either gaming reviews, videos of gameplay, there's a lot of people you can go to for that. And so we were kind of worried about just getting lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
But now we're realizing that just doing stuff that we love and connecting with you guys is actually the most important thing out there. And I'm kind of loving that.
And that's what we love the most.
But yeah, so Jax, where do you hope Nerdorina goes next?
I guess if we're talking, like, more immediate goals, I would just like to keep growing. Like, just doing what we love and building the community that we love and just keep growing is, like, ultimately what I want. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. How about you?
For me, I would just love to keep doing this and to be able to keep creating and to keep sharing, like, things that we love with people. Like, the world nowadays is very alienating, and especially with quarantine, it's super hard to connect with each other.
Yeah.
And I think stuff like this, stuff like YouTube, stuff like Twitch, stuff like anything is just the one way to make sure we can all stay connected and keep growing together. So I would just love to do this more.
Yes. Agreed. Agreed. And we've been talking a lot recently about how excited we were to, like, start getting together to film again.
Oh my gosh.
Because, like, this element, like, us bouncing off of each other and, like, coming up with random kooky shenanigans that we're going to talk about, it's like that's like the heart of Nerdorina, I feel like. It's just, like, us, like, having a good time and hanging out together and, like, talking to you guys is, like, what we really love about this channel. And I feel like that leads kind of nicely into our little set change here.
Yeah.
During quarantine, actually, I moved to the upstairs of the building that I live in. And I didn't really lose it, but I pretty much lost the space that we used to use to record, and we had to kind of create a new space. And we were actually sitting one day and we were like, what do we want to do with the space? And we're, like, reworking things and, like, testing things out. And we were like, what if it's just more casual? Like, what if it's just, like, us talking about things we like to a camera and to an audience? And, like, feeling like you guys are here in the room with us and like it's a casual experience and we can all just like hang out and chat. And we ended up falling on this, which we really, really like.
Beanbags, wine, sitting in the corner, chilling out with you, like...
Yeah.
It just feels great, and it, like, hopefully feels like you're here with us. And I'm really excited to just, like, keep going.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot, and I'm really excited to keep going with that format.
Yeah.
If there's stuff that you guys want to see more of, or that you've seen us touch on a little bit, but you want us to dive in a little more, let us know in the comments. We're growing still, and we'll continue to grow the entire time we're on this journey. And that's the thing I'm most excited about. And it'll be great to see and hear from you guys what you want to see.
Yeah, I completely agree.